Welcome to this OptimizePress Clubhouse update. Today's template is called Recipe, and you can see it here on the screen. And we're using some nice background images in this template, and I'll show you those inside the live editor. They're using the new feature for the row backgrounds. And you can see this one at the top here. We've got this background image in place, and we've got some white font on top of it as well, so it's easy to read, using a little bit of a dark background as well. I'll show you that in a moment when we go in the live editor. And then we've got this call to action button here. So this top section, we've got the image, slightly darker, white font on front of it, so it's easy to read, and then the call to action. Then we drop down into this section, so we've got a nice area of white space here, clearly describing what your product is about. Maybe you want to capture something or highlight a couple of features that you can include in your product. You notice we've got this little squiggly line here. It's actually a graphic done and put between the two headlines just to break it up, make it look a bit different to having just a straight line. These can easily be made with any sort of graphic program, and you can change the shapes, do imaginative things with them just to break up the content within your page and keep them engaging throughout. This whole section as well, two text blocks either side, and we drop down into another headline area, again this time using a bigger row background image, two little rows around this headline there. It's breaking up the two bits of content, and we drop down into two text blocks as well. And then we go into our next section where we're using images with text either side. So you can see the headline at the top, little dashed arrow or dashed row there to break it up. Then we go into the image, text on the right, going down, the eye follows down to the image here, goes over to the left as you make your way down to the last featured area. So you can switch these out, obviously put in your own images. And then we drop down into this row, and you can see that background image is slightly moving. It's using a parallax effect with our new row settings. I'll show that in the live editor as well. This section completely different. It's a darker background obviously with the image, and we've got the video inside as well, so it's very catching, changes up that flow of the design with the white around it, either rows. Then we go into this area, so we've got the testimonials. You'll notice we're using the little tiny row separator again there, keeping that consistency through the design, same fonts, headings, etc. into lovely testimonials area, very clean to read, nice images of people if they've used your products, getting that social proof in as we like to with any of our sales pages. And then we're going into the module section, so again keeping that headline design through with the line and the subheading. And then we're going to show some modules, and these are done, you slightly see these, we've got a rounded box around them, little featured box creator, slightly different color to the background. And we go on down through each module section, so we've got headlines on the left and then text on the right. You can see the little rounded feature box there on this slightly darker row. Then we're going to go down into another section we've included here, same headline as well, keeping that consistency, and then we've used some square images with a little headline and text areas below those, so you can highlight some more features or even grab some screenshots if they were related to the particular product that you're selling. And then we're going down into another row section, a bit about the author here, so it's a time to put yourself in front of people on the sales page, and notice that parallax effect again, and this time the lovely image behind it related to this template design. And then we're going into our guarantee section, keeping that consistency in the headline, nice guarantee logo with a bit of text underneath. Directly below that we fall into the pricing area, so we're reinforcing the pricing with our guarantee above it. Then we come down into the pricing section. This is made with featured boxes. We're not using our pricing comparison element on these, so it's just three or four featured boxes here. Each one of these is a featured box creator, so you can style these differently if you wanted to. And then we drop down into the last sort of area of the pricing box. We've included this most popular different color here to highlight the most popular package that people could buy directly underneath the pricing and the buttons. And then we just go down into our last section, which is the frequently asked questions, again keeping that consistent headline, and then dropping down into the Q&A section here, so you can eliminate people's doubt, answer their questions before they even have to reach out to you. Let's jump in the live editor and we'll take a look at those background elements. So this is the first one we've got here at the top. So if I edit this row, we go on down, you can see here's the actual image, very different to what you're seeing on the template, because we've added a little background image overlay to it. It's at 70% set here, and it's a black color, so it's set 70% for the opacity, and that's just a background image uploaded, and you see it gives that nice dark opacity overlay over the image, making the white font easy to read. That's why that white font is easy to read on that image itself. If we drop down to the other row we had here, this one, the parallax, so edit that, go on down, and we've just simply checked this box here. This image as well, it has got a slight coloured overlay opacity set at 75%, and we've checked that box there to enable the parallax effect on that image. And the same is done for this row as well. Edit this row, go on down, there's the image. You can see it's a completely different image. It's very bright, it's the full colour image, but with our colour overlay added on top of it and the opacity set 80, it gives that beautiful gradient colour over the image and allows you to put white font in front of it, so you can still use images in the background with font that's easy to read in the foreground. So very simply done, just by checking, adding the colours and then checking that enable parallax effect. Makes the image slightly move in the background, although it's also there sort of fixed in a space, but it moves sort of slightly with the scroll. So that's the template. It's available in the Clubhouse, ready for you to download. We'd love to see it in action in your business. Do reach out to us if you use it, connect with us on social media, or open up a support ticket and let us know your site and how you're using it.